on Middle River Road here in Southwold. We're about to go meet Chris DeVries, the owner and operator of Common Ground Farm. I'm not sure we're going to be doing the wheelies that their logo, the tractor on their logo is going to be doing, but we're going to learn all about their business, developing and growing organic foodstuffs for our local community. Out in Southwold at Common Ground Farm with Chris DeVries. Chris, thanks so much for welcoming us today. It rained last night. I know we've needed that. But, start off, tell us about your farm, your business, what you guys do.
Yeah, we're a small vegetable farm just outside of St. Thomas, so we're just on the border of Southwold Township. And we grow vegetables, essentially. But I think more than that, we grow vegetables and sell them all locally. So we sell in St. Thomas and London, and just recently in Kitchener as well. And we grow year-round, so we have greenhouses, unheated hoop houses, and then we grow in the field in the summer. And we have coolers, we store stuff, and people order from us every week online, and we deliver all over St. Thomas and London, and we go to a couple farmers markets.
Awesome. And around here you see a lot of soy, a lot of corn, but there's a lot of diversity, with what you're growing here at Common Ground. You talk about it's almost like a 365-day operation. What's that look like? What would they be able to find here that
Totally, yeah.
Maybe not in a grocery store or otherwise?
Well, we really focus on what's available locally and in season, right? Okay. So, in June right now, it's a lot of leafy greens and radishes and small salad turnips, and we get the first of our beets this week. But as the season progresses, whatever we can grow that time of year. And in the winter, that means a lot of salad greens that are cold hardy and are unheated tunnels. And then we have a small greenhouse where we can grow chard and salad greens, but also storage vegetables. So we have a lot of root crops and cabbage that we can store through the winter. So members, people who sign up with us and get a box every week or every other week, they kind of get used to what the pattern of the season is and what's in seasons, because what's available is what we sell, right? So what would happen is if you sign up for our main season, you would get a share from May until Christmas, and every week we send out an email on Monday and it says, well, here's what's available on the farm, and it gives you a suggestion of what should be in your box, and you have a few days to swap, change, add to it, and select. And then a lot of people come out to the farm on Thursdays. They come right here and they pick their box up in our pickup area here.
Okay.
And as the season gets going, they can see what goes on the farm. We even have some members who come and help out on Thursdays for a couple hours.
Yes.
Because they want that experience.
It's not me, by the way, but yes, other customers.
Yeah, yeah. And then, so it's the whole farm experience. And then for a lot of our customers, probably 50 to 60%, we actually deliver. Okay. So we pack all the shares into our delivery van on Thursdays, drive around St. Thomas and London, and drop shares off. So yeah.
Fantastic. I'm gonna have a few more crop questions, but we'll do that in a little bit. You have such an interesting story, even in terms of getting here. Like you might have grown up obviously around here in an agricultural setting, but you weren't a farm kid or anything like that. And
I grew up in the country, but not on a farm, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I moved away from I actually grew up in St. Thomas. Moved away. Did an engineering degree, had a career in engineering, and I just decided I really love growing vegetables. And so we decided, okay, well, if we're gonna do this, we should move back closer to family.
Yeah.
And so that's why we set up here, right? Yeah.
I love it. All right, well, we're gonna take a tour around, see some of the greenhouses, see some beets. Apparently you said beets are in this week or whatever.
That's relatively new this week, yeah.
Love it. So Chris, we're in your greenhouse and there's all sorts of interesting things. We're gonna walk towards that because the most interesting thing I think is over there. Okay. But tell us about it just as we walk through. It's an organic farm.
Yeah.
So again, we talk about that, it's kind of the big sort of thing, but you're doing it authentically. And what does that actually mean though, like in terms of to grow this food in that way?
Well, so this greenhouse, first of all, is pretty tiny as greenhouses go. I mean, it seems big for me, but it's not a big greenhouse operation. It fits the whole farm though. Like the point of having a greenhouse that we can heat is to stretch the season and give a variety of stuff. So here we are in June, and I have cherry tomatoes that they've just been harvested now. So this is like 2.5 to 3 months sooner than you could get that kind of crop otherwise. But again, we're not growing on a scale that we're selling this wholesale. We're selling this locally with our CSA boxes, with everything else we're doing, right? So that's kind of where the greenhouse fits in. It's creating a locally available wide variety of things that we can provide customers.
And what are we looking at here?
This is an English cucumber.
Okay.
And this crop, this has been going since April, early April. So these plants have been going for quite a while, and we've been able to provide cucumbers.
Terrific.
So.
And we'll get to we've got peppers coming up here too. And
Yeah,
we were just chatting a little bit about even how you work with this to keep them, you use them bug technology. I don't even know how to say that. But
Well, it's not technology. There's the ladybug here. We actually buy insects mainly because the greenhouse is a bit of an unnatural environment, right? Because we heat it, and so things get going sooner in here. So any pest problems that we have, first we're certified organic, but also it's effective to bring in ladybugs because then we have a local population in here and they can keep the aphids in check.
well, you're clearly, your passion for agriculture is palpable. I think that's really awesome as well. And you go on trips and meet buddies or whatever. But tell us about this. I feel like this might not get part of the crop share this week or whatever.
No.
What am I looking at here?
This is called a citron. It's basically a wild version of lemon. And when we built the greenhouse.
And how long ago was that?
6 years or 5 years ago,
Okay.
I guess. 5 years ago.
Yeah.
We had made a trip to France, and I visited a farm there. And the guy there showed me this tree, and he's like, "You should grow this." And I was like, "Okay." And I brought some seeds back, and this is the tree.
And so, like this whole thing in 6 years has grown from
A
seed.
seed. Yeah.
Amazing.
We try to have a wide variety of stuff and stuff that might be harder to get elsewhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes those harder to get things we don't grow in huge quantities. But kohlrabi,
That's it.
That's one of my favorites. We don't sell a ton of it, but we make sure it's available every summer. Celeriac. There's stuff that fits really well with our climate and the way we grow that maybe not as common.
And has there been anything that you've discovered, even just as a food stuff, being like, you want to know what? I can grow this now. I know this food, but a decade ago, you wouldn't even it wouldn't have had any mind share.
The biggest, if you want, weird crop for us is daikon. Daikon radish.
Okay.
We grow an enormous amount of daikon radish. And the immigrant community loves it, especially in Kitchener and London. We have a lot of Asian customers that love it. But we grow a purple daikon that we've converted people to because it's so good from October until March the next year.
All
right.
right.
It's a fantastic root crop.
Oh, that's fantastic. And you can tell it's a working farm outside as well, too. But again, this has been harvested today. It's fantastic, and we're going to step outside and check out what's growing in the ground. Where are these magical beets that we've been looking at?
So yeah, I pull the leaves back like this.
Okay.
And this is a baby beet. Now we transplanted these beets.
Okay.
So they got a little bit of soil mix on them still, just to get them extra early.
Okay.
We normally.
But again, that's all done. That's done here on the farm. Yep. And how much bigger would you want?
Well, this is a beautiful beet. This is like gourmet size. In the next 2 weeks, they'll be about this big around.
Okay.
And then they start getting really big.
Okay.
But in the next couple weeks, this whole section here, we're probably going to try to harvest and sell. The first fresh beets in the spring are just really nice.
Yeah.
Really easy to cook. The tops are nice. You can cook the tops almost like they're charred, right? So, yeah. Anyway, it's exciting because we haven't had this kind of fresh crop yet. So, talk to me later in the summer.
You mean a little tired
again.
of beets?
Yeah, but right now they're
excited. Beets?
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, no, married to a Polish woman, I've grown to love the beets.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm just pulling back and pulling up.
Yeah, but so I would come through, see that's one right there? That's a nice size.
feel like Dwight from The Office right now.
Yeah, Dwight. And then, so what we do, and we're supposed to do this really fast.
Okay, sorry.
Right? So you have the elastic in your
I
hand
wasn't going
like
to be
that.
making you any money
No.
with my farming abilities
Not
right
yet.
there. Okay, fair
You're
enough.
trainable.
Okay.
No, but
Saw
anyway.
that arc of my back, and okay.
So you're
So,
holding
yes.
the elastic like
Okay.
this, and you just put it around the beet bunch. And then it goes to the wash station, wash a little dirt off, and we're good.
Alrighty.
That's it. There you
And
go.
then we can use this as well too.
Yeah.
Throw that and clean that up. Throw that in some salad and.
Yeah, or it's usually better a little lightly cooked.
Okay.
almost like
a little
charred.
saute.
Yep.
Okay. I'm in. I'm taking this home with me.
Good.
Add that to my crop share for the next time.
Okay.
Chris, this has been awesome. I really enjoyed even the fact that customer, we're friends as well too, but learning so much more about Common Ground, what you do, what it means, and just the role in the community. So I love the ethos, I love the product itself, and the puppies really help the atmosphere as well. So thanks so much.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming out. I love showing this off. So.
Terrific, man.